Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back. Today, I want to speak to your spirit. You know, the quiet part of you that longs for peace, that longs for meaning, and a deeper understanding of what truly matters in this life. And I want to remind you of a truth so simple, yet so profound, so overlooked, yet so powerful, that if you embrace it, it can transform not just your day, but your entire life. That truth is gratitude. Yep, humble, simple, and so powerful is gratitude. Not a once-a-year kind that comes with turkey and pie, though that's beautiful too. But I'm talking about the kind of gratitude that lives in your bones. The kind of gratitude that wakes up with you in the morning and walks with you through the ups and downs of life's journey. The kind that makes you pause in the middle of chaos and still say, thank you. Because the reality is, no matter who you are, what you've been through, or even what you're going through right now, if you are still breathing with breath in your lungs, guess what? You still have something to be grateful and thankful for. And gratitude for many people is more than a feeling, it's a way of living. Gratitude is not just a warm feeling that visits us when things go our way. No, it's more than that. In fact, gratitude is a daily decision to shift your focus from what's missing to what's present, from what's broken to what's still whole, from what we've lost to what still remains, from who walked away to who is still present in our lives. As humans, it's very easy to feel grateful when life is smooth, of course. When the bills are paid, when your relationships are thriving, and your body is healthy. But truth be told, true gratitude shines brightest in the storm. It's in the moments when life feels uncertain, when you're tired, worn out, and maybe even heartbroken, yet somehow you still manage to whisper, thank you. Thank you. That is powerful. That is sacred. That is life-altering. Gratitude is not about denying your pain, but it's about refusing to let pain define you. Gratitude is saying, yes, I've been through it, but I still see the sun rise. Yes, I'm still dealing with it. I'm still going through it. But I still have breath in my lungs. I still have the ability to love, to grow, to change, to heal, and to keep going. Hey, maybe you know someone like that. Someone who, by all accounts, shouldn't be joyful. And yet, they are. They don't have a perfect life. They're not the richest, the healthiest, or the most successful. And yet, they seem to be so content, to the point where it makes you wonder, what's the secret to their joy and contentment? Because clearly they have something that can't be bought with wealth or money, and that's correct. What they have cannot be bought with anything, because what they have is peace. Yes, they have this peace. And if you look even closer, you will find that what they possess also is a grateful heart. They have learned the secret that happiness isn't found in acquiring more stuff. It's found in appreciating what already is and what they already possess. They know that life is not a guarantee, it's a gift. And that every moment, every laughter, every smile, every hug, every sunrise, every breath they take, all of it is a miracle worth acknowledging. And to be honest, I believe gratitude matters more now than ever, because we live in a fast-paced world that constantly reminds us of what we lack, what we don't have, what we don't possess. Social media shows us the highlight reels of others, while we sit backstage comparing our unedited lives. Then we have the news that bombards us with fear. Advertisements whisper that we're not enough unless we buy this, unless we buy that, unless we buy more, look better, or do more. But oh, let me tell you something. Gratitude is a rebellion against that noise. Gratitude is choosing to see abundance in a culture obsessed with scarcity. Gratitude is choosing joy in a world that profits from your insecurity. It's choosing to say, I have enough. I am enough. This moment is enough. And in doing so, you find peace. You find clarity, and you find your true self again. Gratitude also shifts the atmosphere, because gratitude doesn't just change your perspective. No, my friend, it also changes your presence. Try it sometimes. Walk into a room with a thankful spirit and a smile on your face, and watch, just watch how you shift the atmosphere. Watch how you bring light, how your very presence brings calm. And without saying a word, your calm demeanor reminds others that life is still beautiful, even if it's not perfect. You see, when you become a person of gratitude, people feel safe around you. They feel uplifted. You want to know why? Well, it's because you radiate something the world is starving for: contentment. Gratitude doesn't mean you stop striving or dreaming. It means you don't wait until you arrive to start celebrating. It means you learn to clap for yourself in every chapter, not just at the finish line. Gratitude also means being grateful in the valleys and in the difficult moments, because we all have them. You know, those moments of loss, grief, betrayal, illnesses, or disappointment. And in those times, being grateful and thankful can feel like it's the hardest thing to do. And quite frankly, when your back is against the wall and life has knocked you off your feet, gratitude sometimes is the last thing on your mind. But I've discovered that it's exactly in those moments that gratitude can become your lifeline. And no, I'm not saying to be grateful for the hard times, for the suffering, or for the misery. But what I am saying is to be grateful and thankful in them. Not grateful for them, but grateful in them. Not grateful for the tough lessons, even though sometimes we need them, but to always be grateful in them, and in all things to simply give thanks. When your heart is broken but still beating, give thanks for the heartbeat. When your dreams are delayed but your hope still flickers, give thanks for the hope. When you're tired of waiting, struggling, or healing, give thanks for the process, because it's shaping you into someone wiser, someone deeper, and someone who is more compassionate. And yes, when we're hurting, it's okay to cry and it's okay to feel, because after all, we are emotional human beings. But don't allow emotions like bitterness, anger, and resentment to take root. Instead, let gratitude keep your heart soft and your eyes open to the quiet miracles that are all around you. And when you begin to practice gratitude, you will begin to realize that there's power in saying thank you daily. Wake up every morning and just say thank you. And if the cat's got your tongue and you find it difficult to say thank you, hey, just start small. The moment you wake up and open your eyes in the morning, look up at the ceiling and say thank you. Before you get out of bed, say thank you. Thank you for the breath. Thank you for another chance at life. Thank you for what was, what is, and what is still to come. Then begin to notice the little things, the smile of a stranger, the warmth of your coffee mug, the song that lifts your mood, the comfort of your bed, the way your pet greets you, or the way the sun paints the sky in the evening. These are not small things. These are the very fabric of a beautiful life. Gratitude doesn't require big moments. In fact, it thrives in the ordinary, in the mundane, in the quiet. And over time, your life will become a living thank you. A thanksgiving every day, not just in November. While many of us gather once a year around the table to celebrate Thanksgiving, what if we made that spirit a lifestyle instead of a holiday? What if we made Thanksgiving to be not just about a meal with family and friends, but a mindset? What if gratitude was not something we expressed once a year, but something we lived out every single day, where we begin to realize that every meal you eat is a Thanksgiving feast. Every phone call with a loved one is a blessing, and where every sunrise is an invitation to begin again, where gratitude has become embedded so deep in your consciousness that you don't need a calendar to remind you to be grateful. Your very breath becomes your reminder. Your heartbeat is now your reminder. The fact that you woke up today is your reminder. So remember that as long as you're alive and breathing, then there is always something to be grateful for. And even on your worst days, there is still always something to be grateful for. If you're walking, be thankful for your legs. If you are reading this or listening to this right now, be thankful for your eyes. Be thankful for your ears. Hey, even if you're hurting but still hoping, be thankful for your heart. Because I can assure you, there is someone right now praying for what you take for granted. Praying for that bed you complain about. Praying for that bike you're riding, or that vehicle that's over 20 years old, but yet still cranks up every time you start it up. And let's not forget that job you want to quit. Somebody is praying for that job right now. That spouse you argue with, oh, let them go. I can assure you, someone will snatch them up in a heartbeat. And even that child that tests your patience, be grateful for them. Someone is praying right now to have a child. These and so much more are all things to be grateful for. Gratitude gives us perspective. It humbles us, and it wakes us up to the truth that we are already surrounded by so many blessings. And did you know that gratitude even has the power to heal? Did you know that? Even science Science shows that grateful people, they sleep better, they stress less, and they actually live longer. And even beyond science, something spiritual happens when you practice gratitude. Wounds begin to close, hearts begin to soften, and hope begins to rise. You start to notice not just what you've survived, but how far you've come. You even bless your past, not because it was perfect, but because it taught you what you needed to learn. And you begin to face your future not with fear, but with hope, trust, and optimism. You begin to live gratefully in every season. And now gratitude is no longer seasonal, but it's foundational. So in the springtime of life, give thanks for new beginnings. In the summer, give thanks for growth. In the fall, give thanks for the harvest of lessons. And even in the cold of winter, give thanks for rest and reflection. No matter what season you're in, joy or sorrow, gain or loss, gratitude gives meaning to your journey. And so, I would encourage all of you to see gratitude as a legacy. Because what if the greatest thing you leave behind when you exit this life isn't wealth or achievements, but a spirit of gratitude, a memory of someone who always took the time to say thank you? What if your children, your friends, or your loved ones remember you as someone who always gave thanks, as someone who always chose to see beauty where there was a mess, as someone who found joy in the ordinary, and as someone who didn't just survive, but thrive with a grateful heart? So what if? What if? Yes, of course. Try to make life a bit easier for your children and your grandchildren and your loved ones. But if you can't, I'd say, if being loving, being kind, and showing gratitude is all you have to leave behind in this world, then that is a legacy worth leaving. And that is a life well lived, a life that will be remembered. So wherever you are today, whether on a mountaintop or in a valley, I invite you to take a deep breath and to whisper, thank you. Thank you for life. Thank you for the lesson. Thank you for this reminder. Thank you for another chance. And if you want to go a step further, type thank you in the comments. And no, gratitude won't erase your past. Gratitude won't erase your problems. But it will strengthen your spirit. It won't make life perfect, but it will make life worth living. And the more you practice it, the more beauty you will begin to see, not just around you, but within you. So let us live each day with thanksgiving in our hearts, not because everything is perfect, but because life itself is a gift. So tell us, what makes you smile? What wakes you up every morning? And what are you grateful for? Take a moment to share. And as always, thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. And thank you for sharing. See you next time.